The job is you must do what you have to do when you need to do it, period. From here, cut it off.
This is nuts.
I don't think I could build a house here.
I don't think you could either. It would be a little tough.
When Katrina hit, devastation happened everywhere in New Orleans. It was massive.
The height of this stick, that's how high the water was here. 13 foot.
You know, over 1,000 people died because these levees failed.
I lost everything. The whole house had went in the river.
We have exactly 9 weeks to build this house.
Glory, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, you blessed me. I can't ask for no more.
What I'm looking at in reality is I have 18 days left right from here. So with that, what do I have to finish? The complete exterior, the roof, the decking, all the above and below, all the fence rails, all the electrical, the bathrooms, the plumbing, the alarm system, the cables, the telephone, the flooring, the drywalling, the plastering, the painting. Oh my, 18 days? Starts now. I think most people would say it's impossible, you can't do it. Yes, we can. Come on, this is kid stuff. I have drywallers coming in. I have the roofers. I have everybody with us. We're building the deck. I have the flooring guys. We're going to do the ceramic tile around the tub. Enough people, coordinated properly, no sweat. Do I have any issues coming in my way? Mother Nature's one of them. We're supposed to get rain for the next 5 days here. Surprise! Is that a surprise? It's not a surprise. And if it rains, we'll use umbrellas. We're gonna make it. It's gonna be tight, but we're gonna make it. Everything's in, we're spray foam, the plumbers are just getting the tub in, the rest of the rough end done. HVAC starts today. That'll be happy because we get that hooked up. We might even have some cool air in here because right now it's really hot in here. Windows, you can see all our hurricane clips. We have exterior hurricane clips, interior clips. Talk about holding the windows in from high winds. We're just finishing up all the hardy board on the outside of the house. They're going like crazy out there. Probably start the roof today. I have a tarp just in case I don't want anything to do with any leaks. It's looking good. Shower's going in. Fridge has even got a water tap on it. You gotta like it. That means its own obviously ice cube maker and water dispenser. Is it hot in here, guys?
A little bit.
Might need a little bit of air conditioning soon.
Yeah.
It's too bad it wasn't in and then you were doing your work,
That's
eh?
what I'm talking about.
Oh, geez, this is crazy. Looking good. I feel good. I feel really good. We got, honestly, the best area to have and build a house. We have the sun rising in the east, coming up over across the west. This is just the layout of the house. Everything that we've done here is just perfect for situation. The windows, like look at the light that comes in. Isn't that nice? Ready to play? Okay, this beam here.
What? Are you wrapping it with sheetrock?
No, at this point, what I would do right now is just drywall everything, bring it right down to it, determine what we want to do later based on the look. Because everything's going to be wonky, right?
Same with these and leave them off for now?
Yeah, just drywall right up to it, and that way we'll make the call whether I do a wood trim effect, whether I do a drywall box.
Yeah, because it's not going to match up right there.
That's
it's not
my
gonna
issue.
Look right.
Anywhere we have a light hanging, drywall everything else, that means we're going to build a suspended ceiling. We're also going to shear this wall on the outside.
Okay.
So once that's sheared, you can drywall the whole thing. I would continue at this point to get all your pain in the ass stuff done, and that's the roof line.
That's what we're working on.
Yeah, because that's just going to be a real pain.
You're going to not tell me nothing I don't know. Ran out of work in Michigan, so I only planned on coming down for about a month, maybe two, and here I am 2.5 years later. You ever had such a big mess where you didn't really know where to start? That's pretty much how it was when we got here. It's like, you know, where do we begin? It was just a mess. I mean, just one big mess, you know, and trees down everywhere. Just devastation. I mean, it was pretty bad. People say on the news all the time how nothing's happening down here. They've come a long way. I mean, if they were here after the storm, they'd understand there's been a lot of work done, but there's still a lot more to do.
A tornado watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time Tuesday evening for southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi.
So I wake up this morning and what do I hear? Possible tornadoes this afternoon. What? Possibilities of tornadoes? I'd say that's a possibility. When that little clearing past these deep clouds comes, that's heavy, heavy rain. Right now, it's such a strong wind that's coming, it's bringing the rain ahead of it. Isn't this a hurricane place? What, did we move to Kansas or something? Start moving your tools. Yeah, hurry up. Get off the scaffold, please. Nasty clouds. Nasty clouds. Well, the tornado missed us, but the rain didn't. There's 3 hours of time I did not need to lose. It's a muck mess. Look at it. It's almost down on his belly. That's gonna make it real hard to get out. Now you know why we had to build a house off the ground, 28 feet deep into the ground to create a structure. Look at the muck. As the tractor runs through, it breaks up the concrete sidewalk. Look at it. Just breaks it up. Why? Because the ground is so soft under it. Just think of your house floating around on a very soft bed. Not good, is it? I'm gonna have to deal with the rain. I lost time yesterday. We had to leave at about, what, 4 o'clock? Couldn't work till 9 because it kept raining. He's smoking the tires. It's sort of like a game, you know? It's playing that game. And it's a game we're playing, the game of a deadline to get the house done in extreme weather. Nice and gentle. Slowly pick it up. Don't force it. Okay, go backward. Slow. He's okay. He's okay. Turn your tires this way. This way. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's it. Disconnect them.
Today is the 12th. We're here, and then we need to be down here. So it'll be very close and a lot of work, but I think we can make it happen. It's not so bad in here. It's usually up about here when you go outside in the shade. And we're slowly coming down here. I think it was 72 in here yesterday.
Well, it's hard to believe that only one and a half hours ago, it was piss-pouring rain.
Put the crown up.
All of our structures with the blue wood, for many reasons of termites, moisture, mold. Downstairs on the deck, this is the roof line to the lower deck. We're actually going to use what they call a timber sill. This is a fire-rated wood, a mold-rated wood, everything-rated wood, all in one, and it's a 2x6 deck planking. Did I say 2x6? So I hear you're to meet Gloria today and talk about the landscaping?
Yes, sir. We're the goal today is to complete a design charrette with the homeowner to understand opportunities and constraints with what she wants in the site design. Then the plants will drink it down in a day or so. And so that's what I think, to give you a little bit of different color and some reds and yellows, some blues. And then we...
See, like in the backyard, I had put a cactus plant up. And I thought it would still be there, but when Katrina come, we lost it all.
Then here's a couple other interesting colored cactus. This is kind of a deep maroon, and then it turns really hardy purple in the fall.
That's a different kind of cactus. First time I see that, most I see the green It's nothing but green. But they got colors to these.
And then we're gonna put a few ornamental grasses in here so that they can drink up that rainwater that we have here. And the concept of the rain garden is a planter bed that will let the water run into it. It'll fill up like a bathtub, and then the plants will drink it down so it doesn't flood the neighborhood and flood the area.
So I would go in the back where the garage and stuff was at, on the side of the garage. I had the okras, I had cabbage, I had tomatoes, lettuce, and cucumbers, and string beans. And then I learned how to do the sweet potatoes. I planted them in the ground and they came up.
We'll work through this over the next few days and get back with you, show you some nice renderings, some site plans, and I think they're gonna be rolling on landscape pretty soon. They're already putting a roof on up there, it looks like.
I'm good right there. This is a galvalume metal roof. With this pattern, we have to put the screws every 12 inches, and that's why we're marking it exactly 12 inches so that we get the hurricane rating that we're after. The only fasteners that are going to be exposed are the ones that are at the eave right here, and that's just because of the way the system they wanted for the hurricane rating. We'll come back and put a sealant over the top of these just for extra protection for long-term wear and tear. We have a butyl rubber underneath on the low points of this to hold this down, but we've also got airspace at the high points, at the ridge points, so that we're able to breathe.
That's some brave people, honey, to climb that high up in the air. I say a little prayer for them when I see them that high up in the air. But they are looking nice. Yes, indeed.
Waiting for this!
I kind of saw it coming. It was a bit of an odd collection of people asking me to stand in on the sort of end of day discussion. And I looked at everyone in the eye. I could see it in a few of them, they couldn't quite hold it back. I sit in the office all day. And don't really get that dirty till today. Back to work, guys.
Everything is water. Everything is marshland.
It is. You broke the code.
I broke the code.
After you.
Thank you, sir. The best morning for it.
It is indeed. It's a wonderful morning.
I had the chance to take a trip with King Milling just to see how much damage has been done to the wetlands surrounding New Orleans. You ready?
Ready to go.
Let's do this. King is considered an expert on the wetlands.
I don't think I could build a house here.
I don't think you could either. It would be a little tough. You're flying over what was and is considered to be the 7th largest deltic system in the world. It is a remarkable body that is almost defies understanding in connection with the rest of the country. This is well over twice the size of the Everglades and is remarkably productive.
The wetlands were formed over thousands of years by silt deposits from the Mississippi. That means fresh water applying. When the levees were built, that stopped and the vegetation gradually disappeared. thousands of miles of man-made canals have also contributed to the destruction of the wetlands.
It just appears to me to be like a lawnmower has gone through this miles and miles and taken it out.
We have lost about 2,000 square miles in the last 78 years, an area about the size of Delaware. It is estimated on a hypothetical basis that we lose about a football field-sized parcel of land every 38 minutes or something.
Because the wetlands are disappearing so fast, violent storms like Katrina are a lot more powerful when they hit New Orleans.
So what we have to do is really come in here and supplement the levee system with a healthy marsh, which absorbs storm surges, and at the same time acts as land does when hurricane comes in and diminishes the force and effect of them. This is the Carnarvon diversion. It is an opening in the Mississippi levee system that is very controlled, that allows for the introduction of fresh water into a specific area.
So you created a system that brought in the fresh water.
That is correct. What you're seeing is fresh water and sediment dropping. If you see the brown area out there,
okay.
Sediment is dropping, and over a period of time, it will regenerate itself. It is, in a sense, its own laboratory. And what we do know is that as a result, during Hurricane Katrina, the area south and east of here, which was assisted and built up as a result of the Carnarvon diversion, held pretty well. And now the additional influx of fresh water is rebuilding it as we speak. I will also say that this area we're dealing with is also a remarkably productive system. About 30% by poundage of all of the fish that are consumed in this country come right out of this marsh as it crosses South Louisiana. You can see the shrimpers out here to the left. It is considered that approximately 90% of the commercial fish that are in the Gulf of Mexico are dependent upon this system during all or part of their life cycle. And it also, of course, protects the infrastructure, which allows for the delivery of 30% of the oil and gas that is consumed throughout this country as it is manufactured in petroleum and in petrochemical and chemical industries. And over to your right, you can see some oil and gas activity in the form of holding tanks. At the end of the day, this is all about preserving this area, not just for this country and our ability to deliver significant commercial activities, but also it is to preserve it for our children and grandchildren, and it is theirs that hopefully will be able to benefit from the activities that we're doing today.
It's astonishing.
Woke up early this morning, just for the rooster crow for day. Woke up early this morning, just for the rooster crow for day.
We got hammered by rain again yesterday. Surprise. Kept going. The guys worked until 9 o'clock last night. I left at around 8. They had a few more things to do, clean up, and obviously they couldn't see anymore. Trying to finish the front porch, trying to make this setup that we have. The solar guys coming in on Monday. The painters coming in on Saturday. So we have to keep going. I need to finish the bottom deck. I need to finish the upper roof part of the deck. But I think, you know what, I'm proud of the guys. They've really stepped up to it. They're extremely happy and motivated and going. I've had a couple of crashes here and there and a few hurdles to jump over, but it's like the marathon. I think we've about to win the race. Today, I think I'm going to have in our tailgate meeting, tell them we may have to break into 2 shifts. Also, I think we're 7 days a week from this point.
You got your measurements for that piece, that last piece up there? If we got that, we can figure out the pitch. It's the hardest thing I've done in 12 years. It's just crooked. It's at I mean, the building's not crooked, but the house itself is set at an angle. And plus you have all your slopes coming in with your ceilings. It just makes every single piece hard. I mean, there's no simple cuts in this whole place. It's all cut up and difficult. I gotta go upstairs. I mean, I've seen them cathedraled and scaffold and stuff, but as far as the way the angles all meet in together, I've never seen anything like it. You got an angle coming down and you got another one going down there, and they're not the same. And trying to figure them out, you gotta eyeball a lot of stuff, and you gotta do a lot of educated guessing.
Well, we have some good news and we have some bad news. The good news is that I truly believe we'll make our finish date, and you're doing an incredible job. The bad news is that we probably have to now, there's no probably, we will be working 7 days a week from this point. Longer days.
There was quite a few times where I just wanted to, say I quit. I thought I could do this easily, and it's not easy. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever done. It's probably one of the hardest things I'm ever going to do.
If the rain keeps up, if we keep having issues with HVAC or any other pressures that are coming in, we're gonna have to make changes. And right now we have 14 days left. In reality, we have 13, because we're not working on the 29th, we're giving it back.
When we heard we had to work 7 days, it was kind of, I guess it was a bit of a bummer, because we haven't got a chance to do a lot of different things here, because we do work a lot, so we're gonna miss out on a couple of little day trips we could have done and things like that. And it's really hard not having much of a break, but it's gotta get done. It's crunch time.
The bathrooms, we have 2 bathrooms that we need to tile around the tub area. We'll do that personally. So I have 14 days left. I think I'm in a world that has never stopped, that no matter what, I have a deadline, and the deadline just keeps coming closer and closer, and I'm staying positive. It's gonna get done, no matter what we have to do. All right, let's get back to work.
I think it'll be really close. I think a race to the finish, neck to neck. I think we're gonna be in there. I think we are gonna do it, and I'm gonna put that all on my crew. They're amazing people.
It's not raining, is it? You got your hat the wrong way.
To me, it's paradise, because guess what? Before we had nothing. Now we getting it all. Yes, indeed.
We have a wicked day happening here. Let's see, I have 11 days left as usual. I'm used to the running like crazy. This is probably the most activity happening since I came here. Right down the road, we are getting ready to crane in the other 2 modular homes. There's gonna be one over here and there's gonna be one on the other side over here. That's the big pieces of the wrapped houses all in the back there. They're just gonna crane them right in. And I'm still gonna beat them. I have 11 days left before we actually give the house back to Gloria. We're setting up for all the concrete that's going in, the driveway, the front area. We have everyone on the outside. We even have the solar guys on the roof putting in the legs that hold the rails that hold the solar panels. Tomorrow, the solar panels go in. Today is Monday. As long as I'm painted by Sunday, I have no issues to finish this. That means installing all the rest of the bathrooms, the kitchens, the flooring, and working around everyone. I will put in the stairs tomorrow. I'm keeping the concrete covered up to protect it. Once this concrete is going to be poured this afternoon, believe it or not, all the way through, the truck is on its way, and so is Mother Nature. So if it rains like crazy, I will cancel the concrete. Hurricane, supposedly grade 1 hurricane, is hitting Florida as we speak. Hoping it doesn't tailspin back west and come this way. And we are crossing our fingers, because the only thing that will stop me is a hurricane. Guaranteed. We're gonna need a top crib in here to actually carry this face bulkhead down and back up here. This way we get our air transfer. I don't like it, I don't have a choice, but I'm gonna do it this way, so I'm just gonna get him to complete it, much like he's cribbed this side. I'll get him to finish off that side. I have electrical that's gotta come down, so I need the electrician in, so this will just have to leave. Meaning, if I have to drywall it, I'll drywall it.
Okay, we're gonna try getting this thing all done today, so that's my plan.
That I'd like.
This all set up in that bedroom back there that's all done? Yeah. Yeah. So then we can have this area. You got about 20 people in one house trying to do 5 different things. We usually are the only people there just because drywall is so big and heavy and, you know, people just like to stay out of the way. But we're working with it. When you got a deadline like you guys have, got to get it done. We got 1 or 2 for you. Maybe what, like 4 90-degree corners in here?
Well, we're getting going on the deck boards today so we can get the stairs out front once we lay all our 2x4s down. They were supposed to be 2x6s. I don't have them. They're lost in the war. Don't ask me. I got 2x4, so that's what we're putting in. We've been here how long? Took us all this time to build this wonderful big thing, and look at this. Here they come in here, they built it in a factory, they set up the big crane, look at the size of that thing. And they're gonna crane the house in place in approximately 1, 2, 3, I think it's 5 pieces, and they're gonna put it together. I see the cupboards inside, which means it's damn near finished. I see drywall, it's even painted. The pros about building a house that's modular is that it is built indoors. That means it's built in a conditioned zone. We don't have the rain on top of it, snow, heat, hot, cold, mother, everything else. It's built with conditioned air. So that keeps the wood nice and straight because it's not sitting out in the rain like ours is, and it's a pain in our butt. Everything about it becomes a simple system. Is it gonna work? The answer is yes. Is it faster? The answer is yes. The bonuses, many bonuses, is how fast they can build this house. And like I said, if you're gonna do 100 and something more, how long is it gonna take? Put in the foundation, grain the houses in, finish them, boom, they're done. On to the next one.
There's no happy medium down here. It's either pouring rain or extreme heat. And I don't know how to take either of those. I mean, I'm taking it the best I can. Well, I think.
Well, the rain's not helping none of us. We're running out of sheetrock. We're rerouting wires, our cords right now. Plus everybody from outside to inside, so it's kind of slowing us down right now. I've had enough. I'm not used to this, you know, hundreds of people around and waiting on somebody to get something done before I can do what I have to do, so it's different, but I kind of expected it when I got myself into this, so. We're gonna go home, change, come back.
Wow, look at that, solar panels. I'm feeling good. It's a damn fine looking good house, isn't it? Good looking house. It's a very busy day here. We can turn around, we can see there's cars everywhere, and this is the beginning of the street, and if you just look this way, it's like chaos. Imagine, the last time it looked like this was after the storm. The last time. So much muck. Everyone gets to take it home with them. It's on my carpet in my room, it's on my clothes, it's even in my frickin' underwear. Today's day 9. The painters are walking around the house, filling all the holes, getting ready to paint. They've already painted the north side, first coat. Happy days. Plasters are in. They claim that today they're going to plaster everything one coat. I like the claim. I'll wait and see, but I'm hoping that's the way it's going to be. It needs to be finished by Friday. We also have the solar guys coming in. And that's fantastic because that means the solar panels are going up, which means I can complete the ridge vent at top, and that means the roof is done. Wires will run down to the bottom. They'll connect it to the panel. We no longer have anybody on the roof, and we are now working our way down on the outside and working our way down on the inside. That includes getting ready for the flooring that's going to come in on Monday. The cabinets that will follow the flooring on Monday. So this is just going to non-stop. I'm still positive. I still feel good. I don't see an issue. The issue that I do see is the hurricane that has hit Florida yesterday is supposedly bending east with the predictions of a possibility, whether or not they're trying to scare us, I don't know, but I'm watching the news. It could bend west like a boomerang, come back west into the Gulf and come to this area. Let's hope not.
These are evergreen solar panels. Each one puts out 180 watts. We have a total of 20 panels in this system.
Will it feed back to the grid?
It will feed back to the grid.
So if we do this right and we don't use too much electricity during the day, it will feed back to the grid, and odds are you have a zero electrical cost at the end of the month.
I think you'll be real close to zero with this house.
See, I like that. And I think Gloria is going to love that.
With all of the energy efficiency measures and the building techniques and appliances in this home and the solar combined, this home is going to use 85 to 90% less energy than a modern code-built American home.
Wow, that is awesome.
We're working a lot of hours right now. Here when it's dark in the morning, here when it's dark at night. Very hot days, a lot of hard work. It's just catching up.
I'm trying to stay in the gym, trying to use up my extra energy, and that's helping a lot. But we're so tired from working hard that it's hard to enjoy the gym.
Went home last night and did some cardio for an hour and went to bed after that.
Just push through, dig deep, push through it. 2 weeks left, we can do it.
Were you born with those? It's way up there. How long you been doing this? 24 years? I can walk right under you. This is too cool. How you doing? You walk on those like they're your legs.
They are.
Back home in Canada, we're not allowed to use these anymore due to accidents.
They use them down in Florida, either.
I think that's nuts. So have you had an accident on those?
No.
No?
No. I've had two in my lifetime, but
Like
I've been
what?
walking them 30 years.
Like what, tripping over something?
Cords.
Cords.
Yeah, got feet tangled up in cords once.
Like personally, I think they're a great thing to use. You
Oh,
know,
man.
like
I do.
your speed, it's just way better than using a ladder.
I
However,
smoke anybody on a scaffold.
That I believe.
Yeah.
So since you're allowed to do it here, I love to watch you go.
When I first came down here, I stayed in any abandoned houses because most of the big companies had the motels booked up for 3 or 4 months. So you stayed wherever you could. Went home at Christmas time and brought these guys back, and we bought a tent and stayed out at City Park for a couple of weeks until the gators started messing with us. We had 3 alligators that kept coming and eating our food and messing with us, so we had to leave.
Now that's how you tape a place in a day.
Yep.
Teamwork. You guys are awesome. We're gonna have guys on the inside probably until at least 5. Then I also have tomorrow, I have door guys coming in, trim guys coming in, the plumbers, I have tile guys coming in. This is probably the hardest job you're ever gonna be on because we continuously will have to work around each other.
It ain't worked out the way it was supposed to work out. I was promised an empty house. As you see, I ain't got an empty house. The battle is you got plumbers and everybody got more mud on them than I do, too. And
don't be afraid to tell them, stop touching the wall. Don't yell, don't scream, just say, do me a favor, watch the walls. I'll watch your work, you watch mine.
It's hard to work with what we do with everybody getting in our work, because then we got to redo it and redo it. We don't get repaid.
When we have people standing still, we throw them in something else. That way, nothing ever stops, right?
I get paid when the job is complete. So therefore, I want to get done that much as fast as y'all want me done. I want it already to be done so I can get a check. And I got 11 men that depend on me to get him a check every Friday.
So we need to work with Tony so he can get his tooling done first.
Yeah, just talk to me about it.
You know, these guys aren't probably used to that. They're not used to working on top of each other. Usually when drywallers come in, it's them. They're in there. They're the guys that, they're the only guys in that house.
So that means we can hang doors upstairs?
They're not used to like only doing part of a room, having the HVAC guys come in, having to run their stuff, and then going back to that room after finishing it, and then maybe having to take something down because the HVAC guys forgot to tell them they had to run something else.
Okay, can they go upstairs?
Yeah, they can go upstairs.
Okay, we can go upstairs, Damon.
When we're trying to put a skim coat on and they're tearing sheetrock out, so that basically means we're starting over. It's kind of hard to meet a deadline that way.
Get tool downstairs, we'll go upstairs, then we'll come down.
Downstairs, when y'all done up there, I'll come up there and finish it. Okay.
Hearing about it kind of makes me chuckle because, you know, to me, I'm so used to it now, but, you know, it's frustrating for them, and I understand that.
I appreciate it.
I can do whatever you want.
Okay? And I'll come in and finish up after y'all take off tonight. No problem. It'd be real easy to just tell everybody to go home and we'll come back tomorrow, but it ain't gonna be no better tomorrow, so might as well just get it done.
This one is yellow, and this one is yellow and green. So we're gonna have a yellow neighborhood. That's all right. It's like telling them, come on back, we're here.
We use mold-resistant drywall, and this is a little rougher, this type, so it really shows the seams for where the tape is. We're gonna do a level 5 finish, which means we're gonna roll on the plaster, we're gonna trowel it off, and it's actually worth the effort. It's just a perfect finish. I love it. Roll the mud on the wall, trowel it off afterwards, and we've got a 100% smooth finish. Awesome.
This is the sand that we're going to be using around the house tomorrow. We're just prepping it. The sand pit closes tomorrow at noon. And we're just prepping it for our crew. They're going to be bobcatting it, the sand, leveling around the house so it can drop solid. I loved New Orleans. I sold it as a destination. I was an event planner before Katrina. I had to come to my own decision. Was I going to tear down my house? It was flooded. And while my neighbor said tear down, it wasn't the financial decision that I could do at the time. So I started to rebuild, and so a lot of the neighbors started to come to me, what should I do? And when I realized that not every house was salvageable, then I said, let me go find a crew. I know someone who's great, and I'll get them to tear down your house. You're gonna have to back up. It was cathartic for me as I would go into these flooded houses day after day, and I'd see a flooded high school diploma or a child's toy, and I'd really feel like the energy of that family. I could feel, you know, that now they're in Texas or now they're in Mississippi. I really grew sad, and I've just felt for the people. So through it, my emotions have kind of grown, and that's where I think that it's been such a blessing for me. It's because I've really met people of all walks of life, and I've touched their lives and been really intimate in their home. I mean, half gutted, all gutted, but still, it's like walking through someone's closet. I've been asked repeatedly, why rebuild the Ninth Ward? How do you tell someone you can't go home? I know for me what it meant emotionally just to go sit on my front porch in a gutted house. And I would go there day after day and piddle and tinker around just to have a connection to my land. And I can imagine how these people feel too, that they just want to come home.
There's a lot of patience and a lot of measurements. Things has to be exact.
So unfortunately, there's been a little bit of a mistake made. What happened was somebody took the wrong measurement off the fascia instead of going to the beam and taking a measurement, which threw our roof out of square a bit.
I knew it looked out.
We transferred our lines down for our deck because we had to be the same distance out of our house on the deck as we were on our roof, just to give it, an appearance that it's all lining up.
Okay, from here, cut it off. Same as the deck, cut it off.
We have 8 people here that are running at top speed and not getting a lot of sleep. Mistakes are gonna get made.
You gotta bring that back in 5 inches, you gotta bring this back in 5 inches. Take all this down.
You know what, I'm gonna do what he says. It's gonna take us back maybe 3 hours, maybe more. It's unfortunate, but we're gonna get it done. It's our mistake, we're gonna fix it, and there's nothing we can really do about it.
I knew I should have checked that earlier.
This is not a good day by any means. I mean, I think everyone's really tired today. We've been working late every night. We worked again till about 8 o'clock last night. Taking stuff down is never a good day, especially something that big. I mean, it's gonna take me the better part of today, and it already has, to fix it, and I can't leave today until it's fixed. Don't like to work in the rain. Can I get a battery, please, somebody? Well, this is a pretty low moment, and I'm trying to fix this damn thing, and, everything's against us today. It's one of those days that you just want to throw in the towel and go home. I hate this weather. Oh, the weather sucks. I mean, I don't mind it when it's hot and it rains for maybe an hour and then gets really hot again. I mean, that doesn't bother me. It cools me down. When you can't work for 15 minutes without popping a breaker because your cords are all wet, you got to get something done on the outside of the building. You can't because it's absolutely pouring. And there's a point where you can't work in the rain anymore here. Someone's going to get hurt. You're losing your lines. You're going to start going off. Guys, just put it all down. Let's go inside. It's where you can't see. You can't wear your safety glasses. There's lightning happening. This happens every day. I can't believe lightning happens here every day. This is nuts.
Cora, 5 minutes after 7. Y'all gotta go catch that bus. I'm like a sardine can right now. Everything is stacked up, all my clothes in boxes. I'm looking forward to moving into the house because this house is too small, where I could have space to hang my clothes and do the things I wanted to. And I'd be happy.
Cora copied off of me and got the same shoes as me. She did. I told her not to, but she insisted. It's okay.
Altogether, I got 22 grandchildren and 14 great-grandchildren. Fix your pants, you're about to lose them. Tony, your pants hanging on your behind. Fix them, pull them up. You can't go to school like that. That looks terrible. I'm happy to get back and continue on working with the children. Because the calling is children. God gave me the calling as children, so I've been working with them ever since. And I want to go back. Working in the garden, cooking and doing what I gotta do.
This is just prehistoric. I would never imagine in a million years going through and seeing this. Yes, we know about the hurricane coming. We know about the whole city shutting down probably tomorrow. We are on the phone. We're going to make arrangements to do whatever we have to do to get the hell out of town here.
I'm gonna have to get me an apron because you're gonna need a maid.
Oh, yeah. So you can help me cook.
So just holler through the window and tell me when you're ready.
Skirt, you come help.
You think this will house your kids so far?
Oh, yeah. I love it. I thank God.
Ah, you know what? I always say, get what you get. Seriously. You're gonna make my people cry. You know that.